The Crimson Letter. Chapter 1. Waiting. It was 5 in the morning. In the village of Jala, the mist quietly mingled through the narrow streets. Beneath the dim sky, the smoke from kitchen fires swayed like tall, silent figures. Sitting by the hearth, Ramneet was writing an old red diary. It was the same diary in which she wrote a letter to Karamjit every month, not to send, but to speak the words her heart carried. Karamjit, even today your memory rises like smoke from the hearth of my heart. Mother needs the dough, but her eyes keep searching the path for you. Father says nothing, but silence holds your name. On the southern wall of the room hung a photo of Karamjit in his army uniform, sharp gaze, the tricolor behind him. After finishing the letter, Ramneet closed the diary and looked up at the photo. I feel the pain of not getting your replies, but I know, when you return, I'll place all these crimson letters in your lap, she whispered, reassuring her own heart. Outside, rumors of war were spreading louder. The radio reported an attack again on the eastern border. Many soldiers martyred. Ramneet's bangles clinked, a soft prayer in that sound. May my Karamjit return safe. Chapter 2. The Front Line. At the border, the air stank of burnt smoke. The earth trembled under the echo of shells. Karamjit Singh was hidden behind a tree branch. Overhead, a helicopter roared, as if even the skies had joined the war. He stared at a letter in his hand, his mother's. That same crimson letter. Son, if you win this war, kiss this letter. If not, return wrapped in the tricolor. But do not come empty-handed. His eyes welled up while reading, but there was no fear in his heart. Karamjit wasn't afraid to die. He feared Ramneet's endless wait, his mother's downward gaze, should he not return. The order to attack came. Karamjit picked up his rifle. Behind a mound of earth, he turned to his comrades. May even our last breath belong to the nation, brothers. The bullets responded. As the attack began, the air filled with sharp shouts, flash of guns, and one loud chant. Victory to Mother India. But when the smoke cleared, Karamjit lay still on the ground. The letter was still in his hand. Chapter 3. The News. There was an eerie stillness in Jala today. Even the birds seemed silent. Ramneet sat by the hearth, just like every day, but something about her felt different. Sometimes the heart knows before the eyes do. Today was one of those days. Around 3 p.m., an army jeep entered the village. The dust trailing behind it told the villagers it was news. Ramneet's mother stepped out to the threshold. Her father covered his face with a crumpled cloth. Ramneet still didn't understand, until she saw the red envelope in the officer's hand. Her heartbeat stopped. The officer said, Karamjit Singh laid down his life defending the country. He has been martyred. Ramneet asked aloud. Was there a letter in his hand? The officer slowly pulled out the crimson paper, the same letter she had written last night, but never sent. It was in his hand. Take it, it's his last memory. Ramneet took the letter and pressed it to her chest. She didn't cry, didn't scream. She just held the letter close. Her heart, his home now. Chapter 4. Shadow of Memory. 6 months had passed since the war. The village of Jala had returned to life, but Ramneet's world still lived in autumn. Every morning, she lit a lamp in front of Karamjit's photo. While other girls her age married and moved on, Ramneet chose not to remarry. She took up a teaching job at the village school. Every day, she told her students Karamjit's story. Until we remember our martyrs, their sacrifice is not complete, she'd say. Her parents never pressured her. Their eyes now held a quiet pride. She was not just Ramneet. She was a keeper of a soldier's memory. One evening, she opened her crimson diary again and wrote, Karamjit, today my students wrote poems for you. You may have won the war, but I fight with memories every day. Yet I have not lost, because you live within me. Chapter 5. The Memorial. Years passed. Generations too. But the bricks of Jala's school still whispered the same tale. Of a martyred soldier, and the life left waiting behind. Ramneet had grown old, her hair had turned white. But her voice still held strength, gentle, and full of pain. One day, the Punjab government inaugurated a memorial in the village. Shahid Sipahi Karamjit Singh Memorial Hall. During the ceremony, Ramneet was honored on stage. With trembling yet proud voice, she said, I never lost anyone. Karamjit lives on in every youth who dreams of serving the nation. The children performed a play on Karamjit and Ramneet. Young girls turned the story into poems and recited them on radio. Ramneet's crimson letters were now preserved in a library, under the name, Letters of Memory. And when she opened her diary for the last time, she wrote, Karamjit, you died with one bullet. But I lived through 1,000. Your memory became my breath. Now the world calls you a soldier. But I call you a letter. A letter, never read. But never forgotten. The end.